Hi, my dear student friends. In our last class, we have discussed about certain terms which we use frequently in accountancy. Let's learn about the word account and its contents in this session. Account means the record of transactions in a summarized form pertaining to a particular person or a particular asset or an expense or an income. See, the account of each person or an asset or each expense or each income, it is shown on a separate pages of the ledger book. You can take the example, if we are having dealings with Mr. Krishna, suppose if you are having some transactions, then we record the dealings with him on a page of the ledger under the head called as Krishna's account. So you can take some other examples. Ram's account, machines account, salary account, commission account, rent account. All these are the examples for account. The account will give us at a glance the nature of different transactions done with him and also the balance of amount whether receivable or payable to him. The simple funda behind preparing the account is to summarize all the transactions of a particular person or an asset or expense or regarding the income. And the second important objective to prepare the account is to balance the account or else to get the balance whether it is receivable or payable to a particular person. Then coming to the format of an account, this is the format. So you people have to write the heading, name of the account, and there are two sides in the account. They are debit and credit. Every account has two sides, namely debit side and credit side. Each side of the account has the following four columns. The first column is date. In that column, you have to show the date of the transaction. And the second important column is particulars. It shows the name of other account affected by the transaction. The third column, in that column you have to write the folio. It means page number of the other book from where the entry has been transferred or posted. And in the last column you people have to write the amount. It will state the amount of the transaction. So this is the format of an account. And coming to few words which are associated with the word account, they are entry. It means recording the transaction in the books of accounts. If you record the particular transaction in the books of accounts, then in the context of account, we will call it as an entry. And the next word is folio. Folio, it means the page number. The page of the journal or some ledger books. The numbers are maintained in the books of account to facilitate easy reference. So to get the easy reference in future, the accountants will maintain the page numbers of journal or ledger. It may be called as journal folio or ledger folio. In short, we will call it as JF and LF, journal folio and ledger folio. Then journal, we frequently use this word in account. It means it is the first book of accounts where we will record original entries. The primary entries will be recorded in the book called as journal. And the next book is ledger. It is the second book of accounts where we will post all the journal entries in a particular format. We will record all the journal entries. We will transfer it to a account. That particular account, we will write it in the book called as ledger. This is called as secondary book of accounts. Then, as I told, the simple funda behind preparing the account is to balance it, to tally it. So, while balancing the account, we will come across four important words. They are carried down, brought down, carried forward, and brought forward. Let's learn about those words now. Carrying down, it is the process of taking a balance of an account to the next period at the time of its closing. It is applied to the closing balance of an account. So, in short, we will call it as C bar D, carried down. And another important phrase, that is brought down. It is the process of bringing down the closing balance of the previous period to the next period in the same account. So, it will indicate the opening balance of the account, and majorly we have to note it. The debit balances are brought down on the debit side and the credit balances on the credit side of the respective accounts. So, this brought down, in short, we will call it as B bar D. So, this is the concept of carried down and brought down. And coming to the next important concept, that is carried forward and brought forward. This is bit similar to carried down and brought down. Carried forward, it is the process of taking the closing amount at the foot of the page of journal or the ledger, etc., to the next page. So we will carry forward the balance of a particular page of journal or the ledger. So such process we will term it as carried forward. In short, we will call it as C bar F. And another important word is brought forward. It is the process of bringing forward the amount of the previous page at the top of the next page. So we will close the balance of one page by writing the carry forward amount C bar F, and we will bring it forward in the next page at the top of the next page. So that process is called as brought forward. So in short, we will call it as B bar F. Then we will come across two important words while preparing the account. They are debiting and crediting. Debiting, it means recording the transactions on the debit side of an account, whereas crediting, it means recording the transactions on the credit side of an account. In the particular format of an account, if we record some transactions at the debit side, then it is termed as debiting. If you record the transactions at the credit side of an account, then we will term it as crediting. And after recording the transactions, we will cast the account. I mean, casting, it means totaling the amount columns of the accounts or journals. So after recording all the transactions in the account, we will total the amount column. So such process we will call it as casting. The totaling the amounts, it is called as casting in the context of accountancy. And at the end, after totaling the amount columns, we will balance. That is the major agenda. So we will balance at the end. It means the difference between the total amounts of debit and credit columns of an account. So this process is called as balancing, and the balance, it means the difference between the total amounts of debit and the total amounts of the credit columns. So always we will write the balance amount in the lesser side column of an account while closing. So this is about the balancing. And there are two types of balance. They are debit balance and the credit balance. Debit balance and credit balance are completely different from debiting and crediting, because debiting and crediting, they are related to the recording of the transactions. They are the process of recording the transactions, but these are associated with the balancing the account. So coming to the debit balance, it means if the total amount of debit side of an account is higher than that of credit side, then the difference amount will be called as debit balance. It will always appear on the credit side while closing the account. While closing the account, it will be shown at the credit side. If the debit side is more, then it is called as debit balance. And exactly opposite, if the total amount of credit side is more than that of debit side, then the difference amount will be called as credit balance, and it will appear on the debit side while closing the account. I repeat, debit balance represents the excess amount of debit side, and the credit balance, it will represent the excess amount of credit side total over that of debit side. Okay, so this is about the debit balance and the credit balance. And more importantly, we have to concentrate on where it will appear. Always debit balance will appear on the credit side and credit balance will appear on the debit side while closing the account. This is all about the account and its contents and about the balancing. And at the end, we have to learn about the accounting cycle. We have studied few important words. We have studied about the accounts. We have studied about the objectives. We have studied about the importance of accounting. At the end, we have to study about the accounting cycle. It refers to the flow of accounting data in course of accounting during the period of accounting. How the accounting works, how the accounting process will move, how the financial transactions pass through the sequence of journalizing, posting to the ledger accounts, and at the end how it will get finally summarized, and how we have to prepare the trading and P&L account, and at the end how we have to prepare the balance sheet. So this is the cyclic flow. This flow, it is called as accounting cycle. There are 5 important parts in this. First, we will collect the source documents. I mean, we will collect the financial transactions, And first we will record it in the journal book. As I told, it is a primary book. First we will write the transaction in that book. We will record the transaction, and further we will post it into the ledger accounts, T type accounts. In such ledger accounts we will post all the journal entries. And coming to the fourth step, we will write it in the trial balance. It is a different concept in the account. We will learn it in the further classes. So we will taking out the trial balance. We will prepare the financial statements at the end. You know about the financial statements. There are three important financial statements in account. First one is trading account. Second one is profit and loss account. Third one is balance sheet. So we will prepare financial statements in order to ascertain the net profit and the financial status. Again we will collect the source documents. Again we will record it in the journal. Again we will prepare the ledger accounts. We will prepare trial balance. At the end we will prepare financial statement. This cyclic flow will continue. So this flow of accounting data is called as accounting cycle. So in this year, I mean in your first year of PU Commerce, you will study in depth about all these concepts. I mean how to record in the journal, how to post in the ledger, how to prepare the trial balance, how to prepare trading and profit and loss account, and at the end how to prepare the balance sheet. All these things which are there in the accounting cycle, you will come to know in the due course. Let us learn about all those things in this year. Thank you.